Hello, my name is Portia Crawford, and I am an environmental health specialist for the Arkansas Department of Health. Today, I will be presenting to residents of Mississippi County regarding their concern about possible adverse health effects related to atrazine exposure. This next slide just lists some discussion points that we're going to address during this presentation. We're going to go into more detail as we go. We're going to start with knowing what is atrazine. Knowing what atrazine is helps you to properly identify the chemical hazard that you're going to potentially come into contact with. Knowing what that chemical hazard is lets you know about the routes of exposure that is more likely to take. Also, with that route of exposure, are you more at risk? And how does those risks affect you? So are you more at risk because you have an occupation that puts you in the line of fire dealing with atrazine, such as being a farmer or maybe working at a factory? You can even be at risk because you may stay in an area that's close to a field where this insecticide is being used. The adverse health effects go into a little more detail about what the long-term or short-term exposure can do to you. So dealing with acute effects versus chronic effects over time. And what precautions can you take in order to keep you and your family safe when you may have potentially come into contact with atrazine? This final slide is just a list of references I used in order to create this presentation. You can follow up with these references if you want more detailed information about atrazine and its possible adverse health effects. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to my presentation, and I hope that you learned something and you're able to apply these practices, or people in fields that you know where they are exposed to atrazine are able to take some of these precautions in order to better suit them in daily lives.